how we blow bags for the fuck of it. Toast every time we scratch something off our bucket list. My nigga, I've been praying more, staying away from sucker shit. It's crazy how you run across the show and fall in love with it. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, we gon' be here by the hour talking true events. Another week, another topic. To everyone that's here, thanks for watching. Yeah, Patty's about to keep it real. Stars gon' drop some knowledge. Trending topics and relationship advice. You right, they read them. Email us in the DM if you think your nigga cheating or your chick. Folks don't know what loyal is. Niggas scared to tell the truth. You tie the cap to look no further than these two. Got opinionated views, but still we gotta state the facts. I done heard a lot of other niggas shows and I'ma pass. And every time they're here, they give you everything they have. Shit, what more can you ask? These two the perfect match, run it back. Hey, mark it in your calendars, don't miss this broadcast. Tonight we live, don't be in the comments, fuck it up, no vibes. And when other shows copy us, let's all laugh. They say it's flattery, but nah, fuck your podcast.
All right, let me get the background music popping. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Fuck Your Podcast. I am Star.
And it's your girl, Patty Mayo.
And we're back. We took a week off.
Yes, we did.
We had a lot going on, and we needed a week to get our things in order.
But we're back now.
But we are back, and yeah, how was your weekend? Oh, let's take our shots.
Yes, let's take our shots.
So what are we toasting to this week?
To being back again after a long week. We're back again.
Oh. Yo, it's always a strong shot, yo.
It is.
But yeah, so how was your weekend, and what did you do?
So we were on a podcast.
Oh yeah, shout out to Henny and Hot Wings.
Yeah, that was so fun.
We was on their podcast on Friday.
We were so lit. We were really drunk.
Yeah,
I know I was.
Yeah. So we did a drinking game.
Yeah, never have I ever.
Yo,
Oh my God,
dude.
Watch it. You guys gotta go watch it, please.
Jill is a shout out to Jill. Jill is a silent freak.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
She's real quiet about it, real low key, yo.
She's real humble too.
Yeah, she's real humble about her freakiness.
We know. But yeah, other than that, what I'm trying to do lately is give myself what I need. And lately what I've been eating is like water and sun. So just trying to stay as close as I can to sunshine and water.
Okay.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I've actually been since we've been in the house and we're gonna be in the house, it seems like I've actually just been kind of like redecorating.
Yeah.
Just changing shit around, changing out the drapes, and
it's that time. The season's about to start changing again.
I did celebrate my 6-year anniversary.
Yes.
And
happy anniversary, you guys.
Thank you. So we did that on Monday. And we
y'all had a dinner.
It was low key. Like we did it at the house. Like, usually we go out of town or, out to dinner, but I honestly just wanted to do something low key at the house. I finally popped open my wine that my cousin recommended me. And, we exchanged gifts and it was nice. It was really nice.
You know what I mean? It's thoughtful too, and it's intimate. You don't got to worry about waiting in line or being outside or finding parking or none of that.
Right. And then like this year, as far as like gifts, like, I always want something crazy, but, to be honest with everything that has transpired this year, and like the state of the world, like I just wanted to get something that was sentimental. Like, we got each other good, thoughtful gifts. You know what I'm saying? And I got like a basket like full of a bunch of different shit.
Really? Like the stuff that you love?
The stuff that I love.
Oh,
and I was like, wow.
Like, to know that he really pays attention to what you like. That's awesome.
So just like little stuff, like I was talking to my mom about something that I like. I was like, oh, I love this and, I love it and blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, when I opened my basket, it was there. Like it was so much stuff. Do you mind if I
ask what it is? Is it like deep? Like, is
Is it weird?
No, it was cherries. Yo,
I'm all thinking it's something weird. I'm like, should I not know?
No, that was like one of the things that was in the basket. But
so sweet.
The basket was full of like a lot of stuff. I had gift cards in there, and just a bunch of different shit that I love. So
that's really nice.
That was super dope. Hey, Ash. But yeah, so my weekend was good. Did I go out this weekend anywhere? I don't think I did. No, I don't think I went anywhere. But yeah, we can go ahead and jump into the topics. We ain't gonna try to keep y'all long tonight. All right, so go ahead. Let's jump into it, baby.
Okay, so we're back, and
yo, Patty is high as fuck.
I am. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I actually took a shot before I came here. I've been real zen all day, just like in this mood. So if I seem just like really calm, just know that's where I'm at with it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're back. And this week has been a week. Joe Biden just announced on Tuesday who his running partner is, and he chose Kamala Harris. How are you guys feeling about his choice?
So, I mean, this is what I will say. With her, there was a lot of controversy about her when she was actually running for the presidential seat. And now I just feel like, with her dropping out of the race and now she's coming back as, the potential VP. There's been a lot of mixed reviews about her, and, everybody has their opinion. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook about people's views on, how she was when she was a prosecutor and how she tried cases where it was like predominantly like Black people and, they got higher sentences, whether it's for marijuana or just like low crime type of charges or whatever. Right. And then like for, other people, white people, basically, they got lesser charges where death penalty should have been tried in cases she didn't try. So it's been a lot of controversy behind her. But I do feel like, hey, Nika, I do feel like with the controversy behind her, people are like, oh, well, she's Black and, you're trying to tear a Black person down. And I just feel like at the end of the day, we're all stating facts. And when you're voting for somebody, and they're running for vice president, you want to know all the facts about that person, right? Just like Joe Biden, you want to know all the facts about him. We already know the facts about Trump, but you know what I'm saying? But for Joe Biden and for her, we want to know the facts. I know that she went to an HBCU college and she's an AKA and all that. That's fine. But, you also want to know her views on Black issues, just like Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you talk about it or you bring up that topic, Black people are like just going at you.
Yeah. Because they already have their mind made up.
Right.
So whatever you have, whatever suggestions or opinions you have, it doesn't matter.
Right.
And that's where we have to stop, as Black people, we have to stop thinking like that. When it comes to politics, that's why people say it's not going to talk about politics and religion, but we're going to talk about it here. But people say it's not good to talk about it because people are going to have their opinions and people aren't going to agree. Just because I'm Black and you're Black and you want to vote for somebody and I don't, or I do, or you don't, doesn't mean that gives you the right to tell me what to do or how to think or how to feel about that situation.
All right.
I'm going to do my own research. I'm going to go ahead and vote for who I want to, or I'm not going to vote at all. That's completely up to you. And you shouldn't let anybody else's views or opinions, steer you in a certain direction. Just make sure you're doing what feels right to you, period.
Right. Now, I encourage everybody to kind of do their own research and make an informed decision on who you want to vote for. A lot of young people are really getting, pressure. Yeah, they're getting a lot of pressure to vote. You know what I'm saying? Because they're 18, they're of age, especially a lot of young Black voters.
Oh my God, yeah. And what I'm hearing is it's like, well, you're making the difference this year because this is, a whole new generation now. This is a ton of new fresh faces with fresh opinions and ideas, like, yeah, that I would feel pressure to shit. It's my first time voting. I don't know exactly what I'm doing or how to go about this, but everybody's telling me to go this way. So I guess I should do this, to please my people. Like, no, sometimes you really have to like sit back and think, like, what am I doing for me? That's all.
All right. So, I mean, I just feel like at the end, like, I don't really care for her, even when she was running for the presidential, campaign, when she was doing that. Like, I didn't really care for her, but I just feel like, why is that not working?
See, like, when I thought about it, when it happened, I was like, well, why? Why did Joe Biden decide to go with Kamala Harris?
Right.
Because I was never against her. When she was first, coming out, there were some things that threw me off a bit. But, I was like, okay, potential. But then she ended up dropping out of the race, for her own personal reasons. And that, to me, it was kind of like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gone now? All right. So that's another thing to consider with her potentially being the vice president. It's like, this is somebody who was also up for presidency herself. So what is her thought process coming into being the vice president, But when I did a little bit of research to figure out why Joe Biden picked her, this was his reasons why. He says, apart from her having her own experience being, a presidential candidate, she was also really close to his family. So I guess she used to work with his son who passed away, Bo.
Okay.
And they were both like general attorneys working with women and children who were abused and helping the working families, people who were out of jobs, misplaced, things like that, who just needed help. So I guess they have their own like relationship. Plus, I guess she sponsored him, or basically she sponsored his presidency a few months ago. So, but
yeah, I did see that.
But didn't they have like some type of argument during the original election? Or the original, when they was campaigning and everything?
I don't know. You know, when you're running for any type of...
it's just like doggy dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, but I know at one point they had like some situation, but I guess Joe Biden said that he put that behind him. And right now what he's looking to do is he's trying to make history. And so that's another reason why he decided to go for her, because if he was to win and she was to become vice president, she'd be the first woman of color to be vice president. So those are his reasons. Again, go do your research and figure out if these are the people for you or whatever you want to do.
Definitely. I think everyone should, again, do their research and make an informed decision on who you want to vote for. Even like voting on a local level. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people running, and you have to make sure, like, depending on the area that you're living in, the school that you're gonna the school that your kids is going to, taxes, if you're a homeowner, you know what I'm saying,
all
and just like what's
matters,
going on in the city or the state that you're living in. So that's something that I think that is more important as far as like the city, the state that you're living in, to get out and vote for those things. Yes, the presidential election is important as well, but nothing's more important than the city that you're living in, and
that
people
affects
that
you
you're
immediately.
Yeah, that affects you immediately.
I mean?
Definitely.
So yeah, absolutely.
But all right, we'll jump into Akon. So this is so Akon was on. There's a fly in here, just like last time.
No.
Yes. So Akon was on vladtv, and he has some things to say about slavery and black people, which I really didn't appreciate.
Yeah, I can't get with it.
Right.
I can't.
So let me pull that up 1 second. Let me turn down the background music. Hold on. I want to make sure y'all can hear it.
Yes. Look at us, we're fancy, guys.
Right.
How is slavery really looked at out there?
Well, in Senegal, we've kind of overcome the thought of slavery. We don't even think about it. The only time we think about it, honestly, is when we're doing tours that go to island. You know, outside of that, people have lived and moved and way beyond the slavery concept and idea and mind state.
Right, because in Senegal, you actually know your history. You can trace your family back 100 generations, whatever else. You still have your names, your real names. You're not named Johnson,
and Jackson,
and Washington, and all the other slave owners that were the presidents who had slaves during that time, Jefferson, you know, and so forth. Yeah, but you guys actually have your history, and that was the whole thing of walking around Senegal. People just felt. This was the first time I felt Black people just felt comfortable, and with no type of disease. You know, I mean,
I think it's also the art of just letting the past go. And moving towards the future. And I think in the US, they have this stigma of just not letting go of the past and blaming the past on every mishap or, you know, disappointment. And I think as long as you hold on to that past, it's just a lot of weight that you carry with you everywhere you go. And it's hard to move forward and move fast when you got to, you know, weight on your back. You just got to let it go.
There's also been no reparations. And there's been, you know.
Yeah, but unfortunately, man, like, it's not like America is going to take the initiative to do it. I mean, otherwise they would have did it already. You know, Indians got reparations. The Jewish got reparations for Holocaust, and it wasn't even done in America.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Italians got reparations.
Italians got reparations. Japanese got reparations.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's to the point now where African Americans have to really understand their worth and realize that America was never or intended to ever, you know, consult or even make up for any of that. They're not sorry. They don't care.
Yeah.
It's obvious. So do you want to stay here and continue to be treated this way, or just go back home where you're now no longer the minority? You actually are the majority and you control your destiny and your future and your land.
Yeah.
All right. So let me stop it there. Yeah. Now, to some extent, like, I agree with the whole reparations thing. Like, yeah, you know, we haven't received reparations. You know, Jewish people, they got reparations, and you know, the Native Americans.
And America wasn't made for.
But I just feel like this. What we're facing today, and the way that we're treated. I just feel like for you to tell us to get over it or let it go, there's no way that we can let that go, you know, what happened in the past, because we're still facing that today. You know what I'm saying? It's just packaged differently. You know what I'm saying? We're just no longer on a plantation, but we're still out here. We're still fighting for justice. We're still fighting to be treated equal. Yeah. I mean, are we going to get reparations? We're probably never going to get reparations. Yeah. But the fact of it is like you're saying for us to go to Africa, which a country that we've never been to, it's fine to go and visit, but for us to pack up and leave America where our ancestors built this country, for us to pack up and leave to go somewhere else, which we know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy for you to say that.
It's easy for him to say that because
he's not a foundational Black American.
Exactly. Yeah. He's not from here, and they don't understand that struggle because, like the interviewer said, you guys still have your last names. You know your history.
Right.
We don't have that luxury. We don't. We can't go back that far because of slavery, because of the shit that we went through. So how can we let that go?
I mean, we can go back far as like our family tree. Now that's something that we can do, and we can probably pinpoint the plantation that our ancestors is from. I mean, like, if you go to Ancestry, like, I've actually been on Ancestry to look at my family tree. I have
But does it give you real names, though?
Yeah, it does give you names, but it also gives you, like, the Census Bureau. Like, sometimes people don't want to fill out the Census Bureau, but to be honest with you, that's how I found a lot of my ancestors.
Really?
Through the Census Bureau. And it told us, like, how many people was in a house, their first name, last name, if they were married, you know, if it was the parent of that person. And then it's like you have a lot of people. I think it was on my mom's side of the family. It was like my great-great-grandmother's mother and siblings. So it's like, you know, it is, you know, important to fill out the Census Bureau, but I just feel like to make that broad statement and say that, you know, we don't know how to let things go when we're faced with being discriminated against, and we're being killed in the street. And then like people are still protesting to this day for Breonna Taylor. People are still protesting for justice. You know, they still have the Black Lives Matter movement.
They were supposed to have had some type of meeting with her mother, and I didn't hear anything about it after that.
So
I don't know if
they said
happened.
that they're supposed to have an answer by, I think, September 5th or something like that. So I don't really know what's going on with that. But I mean, I just feel like when it comes to America, and I don't like Vlad. I don't care for him at all. To me, I feel like he's definitely racist with some of the things that he'd say and on his interviews and the questions that he asked.
I don't even know who he is.
But to ask Akon a question about foundational Black Americans when you are not a foundational Black American, you are from another country. So to ask him questions that pertains to us, you know, I just feel like the questions that he asked should have stuck to the country that he's from, or where he grew up at, you know, and things like that.
Because he's doing amazing things for his, you know, people.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like you can't bring that over here, because if you don't live over here and know what we're facing every single day, you shouldn't fucking have an opinion. It seems like everybody has an opinion on Black issues who doesn't deal with the issues that Black people deal with. Yeah. And it gets on my fucking nerves. It's very annoying and very aggravating.
Yeah. I agree with you. I completely feel like that was the wrong person to ask.
Right.
It just didn't make any sense.
Right. So not only that, a Black activist was arrested in California, and she's facing crazy charges. What was her name?
Tianna Arata.
Yeah, so it's like she's facing like what is she facing?
Like 15 years or something like that.
Right. So there was an incident that happened back in July, and it was two different incidents. One incident where it was like vehicles actually trying to drive into the protesters. So she was seen on video hitting the car with a flag. But if there's cars driving into you guys, and it blatantly said that the car was driving into her. So if there's video of a car driving into protesters, the only thing that you're going to do is try to defend yourself or attack. So why is she facing all these charges? I just feel like they're trying to make an example out of her. And just like when Trader Truth, Portia Fox, and what's her name?
Why can't I think of her right now?
Damn it, I can't remember her name.
Yandy.
Not Yandy. The other is another girl.
Tamika Mallory.
Yes, Tamika Mallory. When they were in fighting for justice or protesting for Breonna Taylor, they got arrested and hit with crazy amount of felony charges. And it's just like for peaceful protesting. So you're not going to charge the people who actually tried to run into the protesters.
That's just crazy.
But yet you want to arrest the protesters and hit them with multiple counts of felony charges.
And there's no real proof.
Right.
There's absolutely no real proof. If a judge approves of these charges, seeing the video, there's an actual 50-second video, right, of the cars running into the crowd.
Right.
Like, what? No, that's not okay. So if you mean to tell me that your sister, your mother, your aunt, somebody that you know was out there and a car was trying to run them over and they didn't try to defend themselves, that they deserve to be arrested?
Yeah, I think that's really, but like I said, they're trying to, like we're protesting now, I think that they're trying to make an example out of these people because they want to cut down or cut back on protesting, but it's not doing anything but making people fight harder.
Yeah, it's making them more angry.
Right, it is definitely making them angry because I'm out here peaceful protesting, I'm getting arrested and getting hit with felony charges.
And still not receiving any results.
All right.
At all.
No, not at all. So hopefully things do pan out with the whole Breonna Taylor situation. I mean, I just don't know how far it's going to go, but it really sucks. If you guys are in here, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you have not subscribed.
Oh wow, the comments.
But we're gonna go ahead and jump into the whole Cardi B situation, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of controversy behind WAP, wet ass pussy. Let's just put it out there. So I don't understand why people are so offended by the song. I mean, I just feel like men are upset, women are upset, white people are upset. Like,
and the
what
crazy
the fuck?
thing is, this isn't the first song that they've made, either of them separately, that has been, you know, like this. It's not the first time they've made a song like this.
I think it's because there's so much going on right now. You know, we're in an election year. People are in their feelings about everything. So they just want to
get over it.
Right. They just kind of want to bash anybody.
My thing is
this.
Men, they have been doing that in their music for years, talking about sex, talking about what they're gonna do to women, what they have done to women, abusing women,
how big their dick is.
Yeah, they talk about abusing women, whether it be hitting them or sexualizing them. Like, women are always sexualizing men's songs. So if a woman wants to sexualize her goddamn self, if I want to talk about my own pussy, I should have the right to talk about my own pussy because it's mine. The fuck?
I just feel like when people are upset about women for expressing themselves in a sexual manner, I just feel like maybe that some people are not comfortable with talking about sex. Some people are not comfortable with, you know, their sexuality. Some people are just not comfortable with, you know, just a topic at all. And, you know, people be like, oh, well, you know, you guys talk a lot, talk all about sex and, you know, things like that. But that's life.
Yeah. And guess what? If you don't like it, there's so many other options of things for you to do than to watch what the fuck we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I heard a lot of people say, well, you know, I would have loved to listen to this type of music with my kids, or I wish, you know what I'm saying? I wish this was a song I could listen to it with my kids. Why the fuck would you want to do that with there's certain music, certain shows, movies you just don't watch with your kids. You just don't do it around your kids. You know better.
Right.
This type of song, it's a self-positive, sex-positive, inspire, like, you know what I mean? Woman power. It's like, my pussy, this pussy's good. Period. You don't need to be listening to that with your 4-year-old kid in the background.
Right.
Like, what? No.
And so not only that, right? So another song, another, like, somebody was basically saying like, oh, well, you know, the things that they're rapping about, and, you know, it's basically leading to them having like unprotected sex and catching STDs. I'm like, well, where the fuck, where did that come
I
up
didn't
in the
hear
song?
that in the song at all. They must be listening to some type of other version.
Oh, it can lead to pregnancy. And I'm just like, yo, why are y'all forcing this? Even like CeeLo said some shit. He did an interview with Far Out magazine, and basically he was kind of criticizing females, how they talk about their sexuality in their music. And I'm just like, but that's the same thing that men do. So I don't understand. Like, okay, so for instance, this has been going on for years. Little Kim, I used to be scared of the dick. Now I'm throwing licks at the shit. Handle it like a real. So I don't understand. Foxy Brown.
Come on. Nicki
Minaj.
Like,
I just feel like I don't understand why it's such an issue when women are talking about sex, and, you know, sex sells. Like, okay, so for instance, men, they want sexy women in their videos, right? Yeah. They want to baby oil them down.
Oh, you remember Tip Drill?
Yes, but they want to baby oil them down.
That shit was nasty.
And they want to put them in bikinis and put them in revealing.
And they want them to shake their ass and, you know, bend over, and like, it's no. I just don't understand where the double standard has to lie. And that's what it always is for women. It's always a double standard. Like, women are considered hoes, but men are considered, you know, big dog. Right. Like, oh, they're the man because they have all these women. Like, guess what? Women are free to have a bunch of men too if they wanted to. Right. That's their fucking business. It's their pussy. Let them do what the fuck they want to do with it. Stop fucking pussy watching. That's what y'all doing. Y'all pussy watching. Y'all worry about the next person's fucking pussy. Worry about your own pussy, because some of y'all niggas got pussies too, clearly.
Right. And obviously it's dry.
Yeah, it's dry ass nigga pussy.
It's dry.
What are you doing with it?
Huh? They got dap. Dry ass pussy. Nah, but
we don't want dap.
I just feel like a lot of women are mad because, you know, they're not comfortable with talking about sex or their sexuality or whatever the case is. I just feel like the song is a good turn up song. Yeah. Am I hanging off of every word that they say? No, it's a good turn up song. It's a good song to rap to. I'm a grown ass woman. Am I looking for Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion to be my role model? No, I'm a grown ass woman. Right. If you're looking for Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion to be
good music,
your role model for your kids, then you need to kind of reevaluate your life.
Your parenting
skills, definitely.
Oh like, my goodness.
That shit's crazy as hell.
Yeah, really all this music it's just music. It's just, you know, something to make you feel good.
Right, and that's it.
That's it.
All right. All right, so that's leading us into the relationship topics.
So the first question I have for relationship topics today is actually for the fellas, okay? How would you guys feel if your girlfriend or a wife had another girlfriend? Had another girlfriend that you couldn't share, but you knew about them?
Oh, I don't know if there's any guys in the chat tonight.
What, go dry tonight? You're dry.
So, wait, Tanika was saying something. Tanika said, I don't even, you swear how she could be facing 15 years. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
we need to find some middle ground.
A crazy amount of time.
So, shit will continue to get worse. So Tanika's thing her thing be running slow. So she'll be all right. But anyways, all right. So I'll answer that question. I mean, just answering it in general for someone, that's just like having an open relationship, right?
Pretty much. So there's a story behind it too.
Okay. So I just feel like with you having, so basically he's allowing his girlfriend to have a girlfriend, but the girlfriend is just, I'm guessing she's just strictly lesbian.
Yeah,
that
she doesn't want anything to do with it.
With a man. Yeah. Right. I don't know. That's kind of weird, but it works for some people. Like let's be honest, open relationships works for some people.
That's gonna get weird though.
It doesn't work for everybody. Like, you know, we've talked about open relationships for a long time, but it's just like open relationships is so fucking popular. Like every time there's a subject brought up, people are really into open relationships.
Yeah, and you know what? Even if you're not in one yourself, I know a lot of people who are currently just in like regular relationships, they seek to have that. They seek to have that like open relationship type vibe, that poly type vibe. They're open to it at least, or curious about it.
So one thing, Stay Pure says no sharing, no deal.
Okay, so this is the story behind it. It's long, so I'm going to try to shorten it up.
Yes.
So she's a 35-year-old woman who has been married to her husband for almost 3 years, and now she has this girlfriend. So she met this girlfriend out while she was picking up food for her and her husband. They had a quick conversation. The girl wasn't from her area and asked for her number. They ended up meeting up a few times for lunch like friends, and after a while, they ended up feeling a lot more feelings for each other. So then she told her husband that she was attracted to the woman, and he said that he wasn't into threesome. So then a month or so later, she was still hanging out with the girl. He didn't know who the girl was, but like she had still hung out with her. And then she brought up to him, well, let's have a poly relationship. All right, would you be open to that?
A lot of people are open to that.
So he said that he would be open to meeting her and seeing if he feels the same way about her. Cause she expressed, I've been talking to this girl. I really like her, And then so the issue was, when she brought it up to the girl wants nothing to do with him. So she's open to, knowing that she already knows that she's married. Right. She's fine with her being in her marriage, but she wants nothing to do with this man. So now she's faced with either trying to break this thing off with this girl or, trying to see. Well, hold on. Let me see what she said here. Yep, I know my husband is not going to be okay with me having a relationship outside of our relationship. So, he agrees to it as long as the woman agrees to the poly relationship. Right. But he doesn't agree to her having the secret relationship.
Right.
But she's already been having it.
Right. So,
So she's like, should she break that off, or should she just secretly, continue dating?
So that right there. So just to jump into so Tanika obviously heard into this behind. So she goes, WAP is the shit. And I think every generation there's always going to be some controversy when it comes to music, and I totally agree with that. But as far as her, like, so I mean, I get it, you know. Okay, I don't get it. I'm not gonna say I get it, but you want to experiment. You know, you had feelings for somebody, and you kind of wanted to see, you know, where it went. Fine, but I also feel like that when you get married, it's not a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like you've actually married that person. And when you and that person married, you and that person married. You didn't marry an outside person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I just feel like for her to kind of step outside of her marriage with a female, I mean, was she already attracted to women? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she mentioned that she used to be attracted to women since college. That's what they ended up discussing. She was attracted to women in college, and she found out the girl was strictly a lesbian.
Right.
But at first they were hanging out as friends. She didn't think of it as that. Right. They were literally hanging out as friends until they realized that they were like catching feelings.
Right. So I think before she even took it there with her, she should have had the conversation with her husband, because now it's just like you basically cheated on your husband.
She exactly cheated on her husband, because I completely agree with you. Like, you mentioned to your husband, you know, a threesome. Mm-hmm. You didn't mention that you already had something going on the side. Then you mentioned to him, you know, there's this girl that you really like and you want to introduce her, you know, into this poly type of relationship. But there's no way that you're going to be able to get out of this, because you've already let your husband know that there's somebody that you potentially want to have a relationship with.
Right.
And when he don't meet her and she's not with that, he's going to be like, well, where'd she go?
Right.
Where's she at? And he's not going to trust you. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to stop that, because what comes first is your marriage. That's the person you married. I don't think that it's fair that you get to have this outside relationship.
Because what if he started having an outside relationship? How would you feel?
Exactly.
And it's definitely not gonna be with another man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like you gonna be mad, sis.
Right.
So you gotta pick your battles, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it was fun, it was cool and all that. You know, if he's open to it, you gonna find you another shorty who ain't around the area, wanna do a little freaky something with you, and maybe him if he's into it.
I just felt like she should have told her husband before she stepped out on him.
And he's a little weird too, though, because he's not into the threesome, but he's into having the three-way relationship.
Because the threesome is different. Like having a threesome, and people just, you know, don't realize this. Having a threesome, that's just supposed to be that one time and that's it. But being open to having another, basically a thruple, you know what I'm saying? Being in a thruple is different, because this person is, y'all are all in an equal relationship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I actually got thruple from Tanika.
That's where it came from.
Right. So you know, you're agreeing to be in a three-way relationship with that person. So that person could potentially move into your home. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But obviously the girl is just into girls. And
I think maybe consider that. Maybe consider, you know, because she did say here that she's open to being with her and knowing that she's with her man or whatever the case is. Would he be open to that? Would he be open to y'all, you know, you still having her and him not being able to have that, since he already kind of knows that you already been talking to her and, you know, having these feelings? Right. Maybe talk to him instead of just trying to keep, you know, separate and, you know, secretive. See what he's feeling, because he's already kind of open to it.
Right. I don't know.
But Nika says she got a friend who can answer it, so we'll wait on that. But we'll go ahead and move on to the next question. In the meantime.
All right.
Now, question 2. Have you ever had a friend or family member who you could just not trust around your man? We've all had them.
Well, I'll say this.
Don't think about
no, because I don't want to. I don't.
You don't gotta tell us who it is, but just, you know.
I don't want to be in a point where. Okay, read Tanika's comment and then I'll answer that.
Okay, Kai said as long as he's able to watch, it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay.
All right. Well.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but you want to watch your what if your wife falls in love with this girl and she wants to leave you, and all because you just wanted to watch?
She, you know,
she belongs to the streets.
See, that's just some type of like real movie type shit. Like, right. I don't know. Like, I mean, when you get into those type of situations, you have to just know the consequences, because those type of situations definitely come with consequences.
Right.
All these different people, all these different feelings and emotions. It's like you can't control all that shit.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy. All right. So to the second question, I don't want to be messy, but I know some females that know you can't leave them around your man, and you just have to be very, very careful.
That's right. There is some of them out there.
And who you allow to be in your space or your safe zone. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these women are fucking devious. Like very, very devious.
It will go along with it, and you know, be all in your face and in his face and all types of shit. Oh, girl, we just playing. Right. That's my friend too, bitch. Where?
Right.
Where, bitch? Right. Where? Okay. No. Boy, I say that to say there's another viewer that sent in a story. So she says that she just moved into a new apartment with her sister and her sister's boyfriend. The other day, her boyfriend walked into my room to ask for my toothpaste while I was getting dressed for work. I'm gonna assume he saw me naked, even though I quickly put on my towel. Later that night, when I got home from work, my sister and him were on the couch watching TV. And as I walked to my room, I could feel him staring me up and down. And when I turned around to look, he was staring at me with a smirk on his face. Am I overreacting, or should I tell my sister to watch her back with him?
I would definitely. What the fuck is that? Is that the ice? I would definitely tell my sister, because you don't want to be put in a crazy situation. But I would definitely tell my sister, like, yo, your dude walked in on
being
me.
A creep. Yeah.
Like, he walked in my fucking room. Like, yo, you gotta tell him to respect my space.
Right.
You know
We're gonna be sharing this apartment.
Exactly.
I don't think he could be, popping up in here like that. You know what I mean? You need some toothpaste, holler at me from outside the door. Hey, you got some toothpaste?
Right.
No. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just weird, bro.
It's definitely
let her know, especially, it definitely does depend on how long they've been together. It's always awkward telling somebody about their person, but it's much better than being that bitch where he's like, well, she was looking at me, or, well, she was out here walking around naked, because dudes be like that. They be weird. So, girl.
So, Kai said it's all good. He just want to watch. B said, yes, be extremely careful. Some women be on some other stuff. So that situation, I would definitely tell my sister, because that was like super disrespectful. It seemed like he may have been trying to catch her. You know what I'm saying? Because who just busts in somebody's room without knocking?
Especially if so she didn't say too much about the situation, but if she's getting dressed, she has her towel, she must have just came out the bathroom.
Right.
So I'm sure he heard her come out the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
He was being a creep.
Yeah, don't do that. And then you looking at me up and down while I'm walking by and smirking at me when I look back like that. I would have been like, oh.
Yeah, he
basically out of here, please.
He basically came to see what he was looking for. He got a chance to see it. So B said, I would definitely tell my sister, tell him my space is off limits. Facts.
That's right.
Now, I did read his comment. Oh, that's cousin. Hey, cousin. What did he write, Tanika? I don't see his comment, and we read his comment, so I'm kind of confused. But anyway, all right. So, because I'm like, what? Anyway, I just feel like at a situation like that, yeah. So speaking of just having roommates and your roommates having boyfriends, so I did see a meme where it wasn't really a meme, it was more of a question where this girl, her roommate had questioned her about the stuff that she was wearing around the house when her boyfriend came over. So this is always going to be an issue. That's why I never wanted roommates.
Yeah, I couldn't do
it. Because when I'm in my house, I like to dress how I want to be comfortable.
Right.
I'm not about to put on no fucking hoodie and no jeans.
Because your nigga coming over.
But I'm not going to be disrespectful
either. But at the same time, it's like, I'm chilling here, you know?
Right.
Because you're probably not even expecting him to come over. You're probably chilling in whatever you got on.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in a house full of bitches. Like, you're not expecting that.
Right.
So if a dude's coming over, let me know what's going on before he gets here. Don't be telling me how to dress and what to do, bitch.
Right.
Let me know to leave.
So
or something.
The girl had on some, I think she had on some shorts. And she had on like a t-shirt. Well, she didn't have I don't think she had a bra on, but she didn't have like big titties. You know what I'm saying? No, she was like a slim girl, you know, and she wasn't like, it wasn't like super revealing. Obviously, your dude have wandering eyes. And ladies, you have to be careful
It'd be like that too.
You know, your man have wandering eyes and you're also insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like if my cousin comes over and she stays the night and we're in a house together, like I'm not insecure, you know what I'm saying? And I know that my cousin is not gonna do me like that. So I like, people be like, oh, well, you know, you never know and things like that. But like, yo, you vibe off of different people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And you know what people's vibes are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you know if bitches is out here super raunchy and just trying to get at your
and
nigga.
Just be doing the most.
And be doing the most.
There be some girls that it's just like, all right.
All right. So just like for instance, with me, like I'm never gonna be around my cousin and her dude and some raunchy ass shit. If her dude's coming over, she don't even gotta ask me. If I have on a t-shirt with no bra, I'm like, oh, okay.
Girl, let me get a shirt.
But it's nothing that she has to ask me about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know if my titties is loose, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm respectful of a space that I'm in that I'm a visitor at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna disrespect my cousin like that.
You said if my titties are loose, I can't.
But I right, you know, because when you don't have on a bra, and yo, I've gained weight, so like it's like I gain weight in my titties.
She's like, I got titties now.
Yo, like seriously, imagine being in one cup size. I'm grabbing my titties.
She's like,
imagine being in one cup size.
Sex positive. I love this.
Since
Body
you
positive.
right. Imagine being in one cup size since you was in fucking high school, and then all of a sudden, you know, you grow up and you start eating good, and you know, eating cake and shit.
I'm out here with these new titties,
and now I got new titties, new bras. My ass is big. Like,
all right, let's have some fun tonight.
All right.
Just quickly, we're gonna play a quick game of Would You Rather. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Star, would you rather send your nudes to a stranger or to an ex?
Probably to an ex. Definitely not a stranger, because it's like you don't want some unknown nigga to have your titty pictures out here. Even though my titties are sitting lovely, implies voice. I'm definitely not trying to have him and his creepy ass friends staring at my goods. Nah. What about you?
Yeah, probably definitely an ex, you know, somebody's probably already seen what like I got going on. Like I'm sending it to a stranger.
But then again, to be honest with you, I'm not into sending nudes. Like a lot of females, they like dudes be like, oh, send me a picture. And
I mean, if I had to choose.
If I had to choose. But I'm not into, like, are you into sending nudes? Are you into, because that's like a trail.
I used to be into it. I don't know why I stopped. I need to get back into it.
I mean, I feel
just
like
made me realize I fell off.
But niggas hold on to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen so many movies where niggas just release your nudes. Like imagine us, you know, making it big. We're on the big screen, right? And then all of a sudden, your titty pics is being shopped around to the shade room.
I got nice titties.
Baller alert, TMZ. Like,
you're gonna be like, oh wow, Patty has really nice titties.
And not only that, like not only your titties, but your pussy pic is being shopped around
her
too.
pussy's really juicy. What's going on there?
But like, I get that. But like when you made it,
I know, but I'm just saying. I don't know. I've done it. I'm not proud.
I know, but when you made it thus far, isn't that embarrassing? Done it and
I'll do it again.
Oh my gosh. Yo, what the fuck, dude? Like, no, you can't. I done it and I'll do it again. No, you can't do it again. My goodness, Daddy.
Don't do it again.
I don't think I've ever sent nudes. I've sent sexy pictures with clothes on, of course. I mean, you know, I'm not even gonna tell y'all my business. But I send it to the man that's downstairs, all right? So there you go. Oh,
he deserves some nudes too. Shit.
You don't. Why get nudes when you can have the nude?
What if, like, okay, what if you're like in the shower and he's like in the bedroom and you're just like real quick, like, boop, look what I got going on in here.
But why would I do that when I can just come out naked?
All right, bitch. You know what? I'm gonna just take my notes. Period. All right. Next question. Would you rather be horny all the time or never be able to have an orgasm?
I would rather be horny all the time. Monday through Sunday, even on a Lord's Day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Yo, this question
Monday,
is so
Tuesday,
hard
Wednesday.
for me.
What do you think?
I don't want to be horny all the time.
But imagine not being able to have an orgasm. That is horrible. That's depressing.
It is very depressing.
That's like a man having a small penis that's swimming in that wet ass pussy.
Excuse me. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's hard for me. I definitely gotta have an orgasm. So I guess I could be horny all the time.
Right.
Mm-hmm. As long as I get to orgasm. As long as I get to do that. All right. Would you rather be with someone who makes you come too quickly or someone who doesn't make you come at all?
Oh, somebody who
is crazy.
I don't know. Maybe come too quickly. Like you know what it is? Like some I don't know. That is a hard one.
I'd rather you make me come too quickly. Just let's get it over. We'll have all little 5 seconds of fun.
Right, because to not come at all is kind of like that's
like
so
you said,
dry.
Depressing. Yeah, mad weird. Like,
so you're definitely gonna end up getting cheated on. So imagine being with somebody who doesn't make you come at all, and the sex is just like, oh, it's cool. And, you know,
fine, it's okay.
Like Jill, it was fine.
It's okay.
Like, what? How do you say the sex was just fine?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that. I don't know. I just feel like it would have to be like come too quickly because
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know? Men appreciate, y'all appreciate that, right?
But my thing is just like sex doesn't have to last so long if
great.
it's good sex.
Yeah, as long as it's great.
Right.
Like if I come, I'm satisfied, I'm good, I'm probably tired now. Like we need to fuck alone.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I just feel like
I don't need to be doing too much. I got work in the morning.
Yeah.
I got things to do. Like let's go on and get this over with.
Right. So it don't have to be super, super quick, but I do have a so this actually goes with what we posted on Instagram today, you know, just about have you ever been caught cheating by a friend or relative of your spouse? Have you? Have you ever been caught cheating in general?
No, I don't think by anybody. I don't think I've ever like done that type of cheating. Yeah, I've never done that type of cheating.
Have you ever cheated? I plead the fifth. No, I thought that was gonna come out of your mouth.
No. I mean, I have cheated.
in the past, but I've never done like right in your face. I'm gonna go out and like I've never done that. Like most of my cheating was like, especially like back in the day when it was all like I was young as fuck, and so I was dating like out of state people, just like multiple people.
He was catfishing a lot of niggas.
No, I was actually getting catfished because I wasn't catfishing. It was really me. And it was crazy because my name was The Real Danny because there were so many catfishes at that time. And I still got catfished. I'm still hurt about it. But we're gonna leave it alone.
So you know what? We're definitely gonna have hot sauce on the show because she said she was catfished.
We gotta have this talk.
We never got into that story, so we definitely have to have her on the show so she can let us know. So as far as like getting caught cheating, have you guys ever got caught cheating? I don't know what's going on in the comments. Have anybody ever got caught cheating by a family member or friend or somebody that knew your dude or your chick and just like flat out snitched on you? So this is the question. So dear FY podcast, I recently went out of town to hook up with this dude that I've been seeing off and on for the past 5 years. I met him on a break from my now fiance. We are supposed to be getting married in a few months. And I thought, let me hit one more time. That one more time is now about to cost me everything because not only did I lie about visiting family, but his cousins see me making out with the dude.
Oh my God.
My dude started blowing up my phone, texting me, threatening me. Not only am I scared, but I'm ashamed at this point. I know I fucked up. Do you think it's fixable? I know I sound crazy, but I do really love him.
It's not fixable, baby. You out of town, baby. A couple months before you about to get married, baby.
Yo, who goes out of town? Like, I mean, I'm not even gonna say who goes out of town because a lot of motherfuckers go out of town. And shit. But yo, you literally went out of town to cheat.
You ain't even a goat for real.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's not fixable. You might as well go ahead and tell homeboy to take you in, bitch, because you ain't got nothing to go back home to. Yeah. It's gone.
Yeah, it's definitely not fixable. At this point, it's like
I'm not marrying. Yes.
When you decide to marry that person, you should have cut like ties at that point. Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still wanted to kind of backslide a little bit.
You out here making out in plain sight. Bitch, anybody can see you.
And then you
went invisible?
You went out of town. But I'm going to tell y'all, because I asked her where she went. Out of all places, and during COVID at this time.
Did you go Atlanta?
Yes.
Yeah, you knew you was getting caught.
Atlanta, dude. Like,
you knew that.
Yo, how the fuck you go to Atlanta?
I'm surprised your nigga wasn't there. Exactly. I'm surprised he wasn't like, oh, you going? All right, I'm gonna go do shit.
But that's my thing. Every fucking body goes to Atlanta.
You should have stayed home and cheated.
Yo, the shit.
The likeliness of you staying home and cheating, getting caught, probably wouldn't have been. It's just, just don't do it, okay? Like, it's just so dumb. Like, it's just so, it's so overrated at this point. I don't want to say I would never, because I don't know what type of endeavors I'm going to deal with in the future. But as of now, I'm pretty stable, so I'm okay with that. I don't think I'm cheating on this. I don't want to. It's just so dumb. There's no point of cheating anymore. And to just go out and think that you're going to travel and do it just to get away with it, it's not worth it.
And now you're about to hit it one more time.
Yeah, but for what? Like, at what cost? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to hit it one more time and then.
Yeah, she's definitely so Tanika said it's not fixable. B said it's not. It's not fixable. She's not ready to get married. And you're right. I because for you to be like, oh, let me just hit it one more time, you're definitely not ready to get married because that nigga should have been out of your system.
Yeah, you like clearly your nigga ain't hitting it right. Right. You wouldn't have wanted to hit this. That was the case.
Right. But I mean, I like sometimes like I've had conversation with many females where they get into relationships and the sex might not be so good, and then it's like that one person that you know when you was just out here in the streets that you would always hit up and the sex is
been there,
good.
Done that, not worth it.
Right, it's not worth it. But you know what I'm saying? Like they're thinking about the past, or the thing is, the flesh is weak. Let's be honest.
It is.
The flesh is very weak, and sometimes you get temptations. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think we, sometimes people take it too far. That's for men and women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the flesh is weak. Now, it does not give you the right to cheat on somebody. But I just feel like, at certain points, you're not ready to move forward. You're not ready to get married. You know what I'm saying? Or just be in a committed relationship if you still want to be out here in the streets.
Right.
But, sometimes I think people get so comfortable in relationships that they just, I don't know, they don't want to leave. So they rather just get a little side dick or get a little.
Don't do it. Like, I just
get
feel
a
like
little walk
if you need that, just stop. Just stop the relationship. Really, just find somebody who completes everything that you need in your life. Find that person who's gonna hit all them spots. Mm-hmm. Find that person who's gonna be
it's
a great
hard to
fit.
find that person, though.
It is hard, but bitch, what I told them the other day, you just gotta keep going. Don't let nobody call you a hoe, bitch. Just keep on going until you find him.
So you basically want them to take their pussy on tour.
Take it on tour, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Do what makes you happy.
Whoa. Whoa. Like at
this point, I'm just so, because I hear just so many people that just settle. Like, I'm not saying go be a hoe.
Settling. I'm not,
you know what I mean? I'm not saying go out there and be a hoe, but don't settle for something just because it hits one of your needs. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't hit just one of your needs. But then, but I get it. The other stuff, it's okay. I'm gonna just deal with it. Like, no, girl, what? If you don't get all that you deserve, baby, and more,
you definitely got to get all you deserve.
Stop playing around.
But before we get out of here, so did you see the and make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. What's the niggas say? Make me come to niggas so stupid. So I will say this though, did you see the video where the girl, I think they were married, and I think he cheated on her and she ran over him with her car, and then she backed over him. I can't, if you guys know what state this was in. Huh? So he was listed in critical condition. So I don't know. I honestly don't know the if he survived at all, but I know that he was in critical condition. He was laying on the ground, and this bitch is all like crazy irate. Like, yo, you should never let a person take you out of your character to that extent, especially when you're facing goddamn attempted murder at this point. I'm not sure what the actual charges was, but I seen the video and I'm like, yo, like, have I ever been pushed to my limit, like at that fucking point to where I'm ready to murder somebody? Like, that shit's crazy.
I need to walk away.
Yeah.
And you need to let me walk away. You need to let me have my space. And a lot of people just like to provoke people and like push people into these positions. Like, don't get mad when a bitch is crazy. You done cheated on her, probably put her through whatever else you done put her through. Now the bitch done lost her marbles. Now you're like, oh my God, she's crazy. Right. Wow, look what you did. But
this is my thing. Like, if a person cheats on you and continues to cheat on you, it's your choice if you want to continue to stay.
Deal with it. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that doesn't make it, like, no, the person shouldn't have cheated on you, but it doesn't make it right for you to go and fucking kill that person or try to kill that person.
Absolutely make it right for you to do that, but just don't be all shocked when they do.
Right.
If you provoking them and out here just doing the absolute fucking most, because not all people are just gonna take what you do and be like, man, fuck this bitch, or you know what I mean? Somebody might look at you and be like, you know what, I'm gonna murder you. Like that, people are nuts out here. So you just gotta protect yourself, protect your peace. If you see somebody, flipping and flopping and acting like that, you don't want to be around them because you might be the victim. Or if somebody's making you flip and flop like that, you don't want to be around them because they might be the victim. Just make sure you're protecting your peace and get yourself together. I'm learning to be on the spiritual wave and I want everybody to be on it because I don't want anybody to ever get to this place where you letting people take you out your space. Okay, it's not.
Yeah, it's kind of, it is hard to come back from that, but I just feel like at the end of the day, it's not worth it because not only, he may have lost his life, like I don't know if they had kids, You know, but you lost, you basically just threw your life away all because he cheated.
Like, come on.
Yeah. I don't
There's
get it.
so much more men in the world, ladies. Do not settle for these little boys.
But I find like a lot of women are settling, like a lot. So I mean, on the dating scene in general, a lot of people said that you know, there's not a lot of people that they could settle down with. So you do see a lot of females like our age. Y'all know I'm still 30. Hello.
You are my age.
So, you know, bring it in, baby. So, you know, you see a lot of female our age or whatever, or in their 30s or in their 40s that, you know, really can't find a good man to settle down with. And that's the same thing with men.
Yeah.
Like they can't find.
And that's okay though. I'd much rather somebody stay single and stay with their own, like, I'm going to be picky. I'm going to, you know, I want this out of a relationship. I want this out of a woman, out of a man, whatever the case is. Then they go into a relationship and be like, well, I guess she got some good box, but I still got to fuck this other person over here because she, you know, she got good brain. And then I got to do this other girl because she really got a nice house and I like chilling with her. And I got to go hang out with this girl because, you know, like she just really got a fat, like this is just so dumb, you know, like stop having a woman for everything and just find a woman or a man that completes it all. Like that's just it. And I'm not gonna say that you're gonna find a perfect one because you're not. There's always gonna be something, but pick your battles. You feel me? Pick your battles and pick what you're gonna be willing to accept or, you know, settle with. But don't settle in some, you know, not good enough sex. That's not okay because you gotta live with that sex. Like think about that. You're definitely gonna be cheating.
Right.
Don't live with somebody who's just not satisfying you mentally, you know, because that's not fair to you because now you're putting yourself at a disadvantage and allowing yourself to be mentally unstable because this person is playing with you and manipulating you. It's not okay. You know, there's just certain things you don't deal with and that's fine. Be picky with yourself.
Yeah, you have to be picky with certain things. You also have to make sure that, you know, you're picking the right person for you. Like you get into these relationships and then here it is a few years later, you find out that this wasn't even a nigga for you or this wasn't the female for you. You guys are on like several different pages. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you definitely have to.
You waste your time.
Yeah, you waste your time. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for everybody who tuned in tonight, everybody who was in the chat. Again, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And we will be back next week.
Yeah.
With some more juicy topics. We wasn't able to get to all the relationship topics. We like at this point, like I don't want to read like a bunch. So reading a few is cool each week, right? I think we agree on that. So yeah, we'll definitely read more next week. And make sure you guys leave a comment.
I'm tired, y'all. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Make sure you guys leave a comment. Patty, don't do that. But yeah, we out.